So I'm in my backyard here, and this shed behind me is a little bit too lame, boring, bland. It needs something on the outside of it. Plus there's like damage that needs to be covered up. Something that I think is perfect for a mural project. Let's go! Okay, long story short, we had an old shed. It was kind of run down. We took it down. There was raccoons living in it. It's gone. We found a great deal on a new shed on Kijiji, bought it, put it up. It's there now. It's great. However, when we bought it, there were some stickers on the door, and those stickers actually were just covering up some big old holes in the door. And I didn't want the butterfly stickers. I don't want the holes. So I thought, okay, I'll patch that up. So I got some mesh tape and I kind of cut it down to size to fill those holes, and then I covered it with some automotive car filler stuff, let that dry, sanded it down, then I just kind of scrubbed the entire door, cleaned it up, and now there's just these kind of gross green spots there. So I thought instead of leaving it like that, let's paint the surface so that, you know, those holes will be covered. But instead of just painting it all one color, why don't we use this opportunity to paint a nice custom mural in our backyard on this nice new shed. So in honor of another new addition to our backyard, a nice bird feeder that we got that's been getting a lot of action, I thought, why not do a bird, a cool bird in flight or something? Because, you know, that would be a good vibe for outside, backyard, bird, you know, it kind of fits. So let's get designing. So first I started looking at some images of birds, just trying to get some inspiration. I looked up some bird art, of course, to see how different artists have interpreted birds in flight. And I came across this one by Kipto, an awesome graffiti muralist here on YouTube. And I was kind of inspired by this. I thought I could use something like this as a jumping off point and, you know, work with it, kind of stylize it my own way and see what I could come up with. So the end result of my digital sketching ended up with something like this. The first thing I wanted to try is to see if paint would even hold up in that spot, because that area gets a ton of sunlight, direct sunlight all the time. So I'm gonna do a little test painting with the materials I already have, leave it out there in the sun for a couple days, see how it holds up. Let's try that. So I found this little piece of thing and I'm gonna do a little test painting on it to see how it stands up to the UV in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The word on the street is this paint that I want to use is UV proof. So I made a little quick test painting to make sure that's the case. Just put that there in the sun. Leave that for a couple days. See how it holds up. So it's been a little while and my little guy really didn't survive. I'm looking at it and it's just peeling off. I think the problem is the base coat that I put. I just put some gesso as if I was painting like a canvas or something. I think this is in need of some more like latex based paint, so that's what I'm going to try next. Hopefully that works. Let's see. So the trick now is, how do we get that digital drawing transferred onto the shed itself? So I prepped the surface, I washed it down, I tried to get rid of any glue and stuff, and I'm using this crazy app where I film myself and I have it on my iPad. We'll see if that works. First step, good old Sharpie. We're gonna try to get the line work down. Let's go. I was still tweaking things in Procreate. Technology makes these things a bit faster. Okay, let's try this. Looks like the first line would be about there. Okay, this is gonna take a while. So that crazy app I'm referring to is an app called Mural Maker. It's pretty cool. It kind of like superimposes the drawing onto a surface and then you can see it, trace it. So this was an interesting experiment. This is what ended up being the results. Just kind of focusing on the outline because next I'm gonna put some primer on so that the paint stays nice and fresh. Let's do that. Okay, so I want to work on this, but it's pretty cold today, and I could just, wear a sweater and tough it out. But since I have the option, I'm just gonna take off this door and bring it inside. So I brought the door into my little studio, and now's the time for my favorite part, the painting. This is the best. So I roughed in the line work a little bit with pencil, but then I went right in there with my golden fluid acrylic paint. I really like this stuff. I'm just trying it out in small doses right now, but it's super vibrant, super colorful. And as I mentioned earlier, it's UV resistant and it's really great to work with. So I just got in the zone here and I went for it. Eventually I put the door back onto the shed and I just tried to stay in the zone and keep painting away. Okay, it's done. I know you could keep working on these things forever, but when you decide to walk away, that's when it's done. So I think I've reached that point. All that's left is to reveal it to you guys. Tell me what you think. Here it is. Enjoy the reveal. So, there it is. My very overdramatic patch job of those holes in the door. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty cool. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video to see how I did it. And if you like stuff like this, feel free to check out some other stuff and there'll be more to come. So, subscribe and stick around. But I appreciate it. If you guys like this, maybe check out that time I painted my snowboard. That was kind of a similar project. And until next time, peace out.